We got the amp track right there. But if I were to start all over on modifying my Subaru, which I technically am, how would I do it? The thing is, what's different about this time and the other times is that this time, for us California guys, we just have to be extremely careful on how we modify our cars, mostly because of the smog emissions. Honestly, I would just keep it simple, stage 2, and call it a day. So on my old setup, I had it on a full bolt-on 85, right? It was running around 380 something. I think I had it at 384 wheel horsepower. Torque was like 401 or 410, right? It was a super fun setup on 85, but when it came time for the smog, I had to pretty much reverse everything and go back to stock. I wouldn't go all out this time. I would definitely keep it simple, right? There's no need to be the fastest guy on the block. There's even some of the newer cars. You got some of the Teslas and even the EVs. The torque right out of the factory is insane, and honestly, I feel like it's way faster, having one of those versus one of these. Man, I might have to move to a different location. This spot is way too noisy, but I'm feeling the vibe of this spot. Waiting for a train to pass by. Literally just hanging out and talking. To answer the question to the video, if I were to do it all over again, I would definitely go with just stage 2 and call it a day. That would be an intake, right? My choice would be SPT. If you could find a SPT exhaust, I feel like those are kind of rare now. There's also the STI exhausts that are made of titanium, and I know those are running for a lot of money. I think online you can find them for anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 on the mufflers. I was thinking about doing that because this is an OEM style exhaust, and I just feel like it needs to be a little bit more rumbly. It's cool for driving around town, driving to work or running some errands, but definitely to upgrade it would be an SPT intake, SPT exhaust, or even getting the limited titanium exhaust by Subaru, which you can still find them online. I saw a couple of them on eBay, but they were running for quite a bit of money. I think they had them for about $1,000 to $2,000. And then the last thing would be the downpipe, right? Which in my case, it would be a catted downpipe. I know there's a lot of different manufacturers that make them. Some of the most popular ones are Cobb or Grimspeed, but it's been a while since the last time I checked. For all you new Subaru guys who just bought your car and are thinking about modifying it and don't want to go all the way out, which honestly I don't recommend it, because you can just use the money for something else that's a little bit more important. This car hobby adds up very fast, extremely fast. For all the younger guys who just got in the game, right, modifying your cars, my recommendation would be smart with your money, and you don't have to go all out, right? You don't have to have the fastest car, the coolest car. Have a car that's fun, that's easy to drive. You don't have to worry about any hassle with the local law enforcement. Just enjoy your ride and be chill. Some of the reasons why I recommend just sticking to stage 2 is less stress, less money, right, to put into car parts, and you have more confidence in driving around doing daily tasks, right? You don't have to worry about your engine blowing up or getting pulled over. Yeah, I think I should move spots. I keep getting interrupted by the incoming traffic. The spot's chill though, I like it. But yeah, sheesh, I think it's loud. One of the most common things is a lot of people don't talk about is, man, it's expensive to modify these cars, but you can still make your car fun and fast without spending all the money that's needed, right? Keep it simple. If you like these videos and feel like they provide value, definitely like the video and consider subscribing. If you have a car here in California or the West Coast and you want to link up to make a video, hit me up and we'll make something happen. If you guys have a modified car or even a stock car and want to make a short film video, send me a message on my email or hit me up on social media. We have something planned for the channel. I'm planning on shooting a Mark IV Supra. Insane. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but one of my good friends Oh. Oh yeah, she's a double stacker. Oh yeah, she a double stacker too. Just wait for the train to pass by and then we'll continue here. Still going? That's insane. Whoa. That is insane. I don't think I've seen a train this long before. Wow. I'm gonna guess that there's probably like 5 or 6 diesels in the back. 6 locomotives. Man, oh man. There's only 2 in the back. That's insane. Imagine the weight on that thing. How much torque do you have to be able to push all those containers? That's insane. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go back to the car. Finish off the video in the car. It's getting kind of hot now. If I were to do it all over again, I would do 2 things. 1, I would keep it stock and just enjoy it. Or 2, go stage 2, do it right and leave it alone. No constant upgrading, no constant chasing parts. Keep it simple and call it a day. And just drive your car, right? At the end of the day though, the best build is the car that you actually enjoy driving. If you've been on both sides of this, comment below, let me know what you think. If you guys would either go stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or stage 4, right? That's a complete engine overhaul. You're pushing big power at that point. But let me know what you would do and what your current setup is. Right now, I'm stage 1, I guess, since I have my intake and have an off-the-shelf cob map, but definitely planning on going stage 2 and keeping it, call it a day. Then I'll consider, you know, moving on to other things such as wheels or whatever the case may be. But right now, I'm happy with where I'm at. If someone new were to join the scene, bought a Subaru, what I would recommend is going stage 2. Number 1, because you're getting more power. 2, you're getting a better throttle response. And 3, the car just feels more composed and more balanced. Now, as far as going in all out, I don't know if I would recommend that, especially in my area. Maybe if I lived in a state where, you know, it was more chill, then definitely, right? Why not? But for everyday driving, to work, as a daily, a grocery getter, stage 2 is the way to go. And also, you're not compromising reliability. I feel like stage 2, obviously it's not risk-free, but it's definitely the perfect balance between power and overall comfort. And also, it's not going to break the bank. Definitely an expensive hobby. Could use that money for investments, for business ideas, or whatever the case is. But stage 2 is the best bang for your buck and the best balance. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what your setup is, whether you recommend stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and plus. Now, if you're probably asking, okay, well, how much is a stage 2 setup going to cost me? I would probably say anywhere between $2,000 to $3,500 as far as the overall cost to be stage 2. Because you need 3 parts, well, 4 technically with the access port if you want to tune it. So 1 is you need your access port, 2 you need your intake, 3 is your exhaust, and 4 a downpipe. No more. Call it a day. That's it. If you could find the used parts like on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, then you're going to be winning. Or is parting out, then man, you just came up. Stage 2, call it a day. If you want to go stage 3, stage 4, realistically, you're going to end up spending anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 depending on your setup. Now, again, as you increase that power, there's a higher chance of something going wrong. You definitely don't want to run into a catastrophic situation after you upgrade, and then you're going to be more deeper in the hole. Not worth it, guys. Let's be smart about it. Do modify your car. My recommendation is modify your car to where it doesn't compromise the engine integrity too much, and you're still able to manage it, right? But anyways, that's what I would recommend. Stage 2 for all you new Subaru guys or people who are just getting in the game. After that, call it a day. Till next time, guys, take care. Have a good week. Peace out.